Welcome, welcome back. Ryan here with a brand new video, brand new live. And as you can see, my title tonight is Live Your Life More Smoothly. And the reason why I said that is because I believe I have figured out how to reduce the drama, the chaos, the problems, reduce the anger, bitterness, hatred, that's stops you and it blocks you. Hey, Christy. And it blocks you, prevents you from getting to what you want. And I think a lot of us that we just want to be successful at life. So right now, I got something working for me, and I believe it can work for you too. And that's the reason why I am talking about. I know I have been on this topic here where I said create systems, create systems, right? Create systems. But I find something that works, at least something that is working for me. I know it can work for you too. If you implement it. Earlier on in my personal development journey, I did pretty well. I read the books, I listened to the audios and so forth, and I got some results. But it wasn't to the degree that I was expected. So of course, a little bit of disappointment hit me there, but I decided to continue on the journey anyways because I understand that if I go back to where I was, there wouldn't be anything better. So it's best for me to continue on this journey here, and I stick with it. I stayed with it through the hard times, and gradually, I see a little bit of change here, a little bit of change there, but I wasn't really following my gut instinct really. I started listening to everyone else and what they are saying, and I never knew anything about um so never mind, whatever. Okay, I put in the work. John Smith, I did put in the work, and I believe I should able to you know be happy and be proud about me being in shape. I don't think that should offend anyone or piss anyone off, annoy anyone. I believe I work hard. I put in the work, and I don't see why you would be upset about me being in shape. It's a bad thing or it's basic. Yes, it's basic, but so many of us don't do the basics. All right, and that's the reason why a lot of us are struggling. We forgot the basics. So yes, being in shape is basic, but we should never forget the basics. All right. So once I got on this personal development journey and I start to work, at changing. Like I said, I got I got a little bit of change here and there, and it was it was okay, but it wasn't to the degree that I expect. Because I expected, a big shift, and that didn't happen. But over a period of time, I start to learn. I start to look at what I need to let go of, what I need to hold on to, and those um, those sins. That's what they call them. That's blocking us. Anger is probably the worst out of all those sins. Anger is probably the worst. Hatred, bitterness. Anger is probably the worst. Envy, jealousy, and so forth. Greed. So I get to work because my job is to eliminate those things from my life, those sins from my life. That's my job. And I set out to so that way I can live a more smooth life, more peaceful life. I can be a little bit more happier comparing to how I was. I don't have to walk around with a whole bunch of uh, trauma. So I got on the journey and I start doing the work. I follow the gurus, listen to what they are saying, but not until when I merge education and fitness together. Not until when I merge those two together. Then I start seeing true results. Hola, el gato. Yeah. So that's when I start to experience true results. And this is why I said, I found something that works. Education plus fitness actually works. And there is another little piece to it, which I would like to add. All right. I want you to develop consistency. You will not get the results that you are looking for if you are not consistent. So you're going to get scattered results. So let's say you go to the gym. Today is Wednesday. So you go to the gym today. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you didn't go to the gym. You go Sunday again. And you keep on skipping days like that. You're gonna get results, but it's gonna be scattered results. And that's what you don't want. So you need to be consistent. You got to develop consistency is a muscle. And it's a muscle that must be developed. Right? Because we are looking forward to living a smoother life. We want to reduce the chaos and the drama as much as we possibly can. Anger, bitterness, hatred, we want to reduce that down to a manageable, down to where it's manageable, where we can manage it. Now, so develop consistency. How did I build my consistency? I built it mostly through fitness. That's how I built it mostly. Most of it is built through fitness. Because I go to the gym every single day for the past 421 days. I've been going to the gym. I run every single day. The past 421 days I've been running. So you gotta hold that line, the consistency line. That muscle must be built up. built up to the point where if you miss a day, you can easily turn around and get back on track. Like a couple days ago, I slacked off a little bit, not all the way, but I just went right back on track. All right. Uh, so I want you to build a consistency muscle. All right. I want you to develop that. Now, when we are talking about personal development, there is a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot of reading that has to be done as well. But what's important here? What's really important here? You can go read book after book after book after book. That's fine. But some of the information that you know that some of the information that resonates with you, I want you to write those out or mark those pages, and I want you to go back over those information. I want you to read those over and over and over and over until those scripts become a part of you, because the repetition has to come into play. Right? Because we are talking about making our lives better. Live a more smoother life. So you go through your days and your weeks and your month with very little drama, if any. You want to keep the drama at a minimum, bare minimum. All right, because trust me, people are going to come your way and say things and rub you the wrong way, you know. I don't know about all that. Kenneth, I don't know about all that, Kenneth. I really don't know about all that, man. Look, you can run if you drink rum. What the hell? What doctor says that? That's not that crazy. No. Maybe if you drink too much rum, probably then you can't run, because if you're drunk, you can't run. I get that. But if you take like one shot of the rum, you can go running, Kenneth. What the heck is going on here, Kenneth? Ah, man, that's funny. Right? Because, when you wake up angry and go to bed angry, um, pretty much you are running from your program. So you pretty much have a bad programming, sometimes probably a nasty programming, and you are trying to rid yourself of that program, or I should say, write a new program. All right. Right, 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 lass. Yes. Uh huh. That's why I don't respond to them at all. I really don't. I don't respond to the haters. I just don't. I just let those people, let them go by, like the wind. Let them, let it will die down. So that's it. Patience and determination. And this is why I'm explaining to people who want to hear that you must develop consistency, because that has a lot to do with patience. You got to be patient with yourself to stick with something for a long time, because you are looking for a real change. and real change doesn't happen overnight. That's why you have to be patient, you know. So yeah, so the hate, the bitterness, ignorance is a huge part of the problem too. People are suffering because they do not know. um I don't read much. I don't read much I don't read much of Gandhi. I really don't. But I kind of like some of his approach, because this is a man who decided to take on what, he took on one of the strongest empire on the planet, one of the most brutal regime on the planet, which was the British Empire regime. That was a brutal empire. They killed millions of Indians, starved them to death, and he decided to take him on. So yes, yes, I believe I can show you exactly how to do that. And this is last. This is hope I'm saying it. Hope I'm saying your name right. Last. This is why you. I recommend you start small. Highly recommend that. One of the book I highly recommend is The Compound Effect by Darian Hardy. And you know, I watched this one guy who read The Compound Effect, and he implemented it into his life. He did 20 push-ups every single day. I forgot how many years he did it for. Now, your mind can handle 20 push-ups. You can do 5 here, 5 there, 5 here, 5 there, and you get your 20 push-ups a day. And this guy, when I looked at him, I look at his physique and everything, and you will think that he lifts a whole bunch of weights. Not really. He did push-ups and he stayed with it. Now, that's called consistency. So once you got a manageable number that you can actually do, your brain can handle 5 push-ups. But if you tell your brain, I'm going to do 300 push-ups, and you have never really done it before, that can become pretty difficult to do. But if you say, all right, you do 20, maybe the next day you do 30 last, and then you can bring it up a little bit. And if it gets too much, you drop it back down to where it's manageable. Or you can continue on, and make that breakthrough, that mental breakthrough, that mental block, mental barriers. But I recommend you work with, for instance, today is day 416 days since I'm running. When I started out, I did a couple of blocks, turned around, went back home, and then I did a mile, and I was doing 1 mile for a long time. What is distracting you? You're gonna have to prioritize um how important what you are doing, how important it is. Something is distracting you, is pulling you away from what you really need to do. So you have to choose one. You're gonna pick one. What's important? Pick the most important thing and stay with it. The thing that is not important, that's distracting you, well, you might have to let it go. Yep. So you're gonna have to decide here. For instance, running for me is important. Running is important to me. It keeps me happy. Exercise is important to me. It keeps me keeps my I like to be in shape. Fitness is important to me. So I am not going to um get distracted and don't go to the gym because of whatever else. I am going to eliminate the distraction because I need to be in the gym. I need to be on the pavement out there running. Yeah. So that's just me. Oh, reading is important to me. I like to read. I do not like to be dragged away from my reading for anything at all. And if I don't read, then I reach for my audios. So that's my backup. My audios are my backup. So I will use my audios if I don't read. Fortunately, I have a job where I can listen to my audios while I'm working. But if that wasn't the case, I would, choose my education over my distraction. And that's just how I do it. And I can tell you are not consistent, Lass. Because if you were, then your consistency would naturally override your distraction. Because you'll be like, no, I am going to run today. I don't care what the hell else is going on. I don't care who else show up into my life trying to pull me away from what I'm doing, you know? So yeah, yep, that's what I would do. So pick something that you really, really, really want to do. Maybe that's speaking a second language. I don't know what that might. I do not know what it is for you, Lass. Life situation is going to happen. It's going to happen. But you're gonna have to decide if you're gonna let this distraction stop you. Because if you were learning a new language and you are like 90 days in and you start to pick up on the basics and you can start having a conversation, would you really, really let the life situation stop you after you work so hard for those 3 months to get the basics down? And so now your train starts to move now. Would you really let those life situations stop you? I believe you are not consistent. That's what I believe. That's just my belief, Lass. And you gotta have to stay consistent. Hey Lee, welcome back. Good to see ya. You know? So this is why I said build consistency. Right? Right. It's exactly, Christy. That's what I'm thinking too. Whatever is holding you back there, I do not know what that is. Maybe you are scrolling too much. Put the phone down for a little bit. Or if you're gonna turn on the phone, because I find myself scrolling sometimes too, and then I'm like, oh, nah, I need to quit scrolling right now. So what do? I don't, I really, I don't put the phone down. I turn to something else, which I will benefit from more. Ah, there it is. There it is. You do not have a system. There it is. Daily routine. That's a system. You do not have one. You have to build a system. You have to build a system. Yep. So, whatever your daily routine looks like, for me, I have to go into the gym every single day. I need to be in there. I have to be in there. That's just it. I have to hit the floor and do some push ups too, as well. But I need to get into the gym so I can get up on the pull up bars. I need to do those pull ups as well. And I need to work out. I need to go to the gym. That's just me. So, yeah. So build up, build up, build a system, Lass. Because you see, your system is what should be running your life. I do not know how, because system is pretty much a lifestyle. This is how I want to live. I go to the gym because I want to live a fit life, a fit, healthy lifestyle. I want a healthy lifestyle. I need to be fit. Thanks, Christy. Right? So that's what I'm talking about. Create a system for yourself, last. Right? Maybe you might need to wake up a little bit earlier when there is no distraction, and whatever you are working on, spend 30 minutes, 45 minutes working on whatever you need to work on at that time. One thing, just chose one thing only. Maybe you just need to hit the floor, do some push-ups. Just do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, when when I start to look at myself too, that's what, and I'm like, I have this time. What am I going to do with this time? And I start to find things to fill it. I'm like, what do I love to do? Oh, I love reading. I love reading history. So let me get some books on history and start to read them. And I love to read books on personal development. Let me get some books on on personal development. Start reading them. Spirituality. Let me get some books on spirituality. Start reading them. And if I don't read them, then I just put my earbuds in and I start to listen to them. Right? Because it's part of my daily. How can I get better? How can I make my life better? Because the improvement was far more important to me than anything else. Becoming a better person, improve myself, was far more important than anything else. Because when I look at where I was and where I want to be in my head, I could see a picture in my head. This is what I want to be. And my affirmations at the time were peace, love, happiness, harmony, joy, fun, and laughter. That was I have no clue how I would even achieve any of that stuff because, the program I was running on, it was just not the best program in the world. And I was just, not happy with the program that I was running on, running from. Because, my life was, the program was living my life for me. I wasn't living for me. And I have to want to change more than anything else. And that's what kept me going. So even on days when I don't feel like get up and lace up my shoes and put on my shoes, lace it up and hit the pavement, some days I don't feel like going to the gym. Some days I do not want to hit the floor and do the push-ups, but I did it. All right. So, last, you are going to fall down. You gotta understand that. We all do. We all fall down. But you're gonna have to get back up, get on track, and start pushing again. Sometimes it takes a number of tries before you really get it down. Like right now, I got the system down now. It took me quite a bit of tries to get it down, you know? But once you get it down, for right now, my train is moving right now. I would like it to move a little faster so that way, if there's a wall in the way, I can crash through that wall easily because my train is moving so fast. Those walls can't stop me anymore. All right? So, you judging yourself, you are like the rest of us. You have problems, things happen to you in life. Maybe people hurt you, situations you ended up in, which is extremely painful. But you are like the rest of us. We have to deal with all of that as well. But there's no way I am going to let those things stop me from moving forward. I am going to do what I have to do to make sure that I get to where I need to get to. And this is when the discipline comes in. You do not need motivation. Release motivation, let it go. Or if you start with motivation, you're going to end with discipline. So try to get it. So when you discipline yourself to do something, because your mind is like an animal, one of your pets. And when you tell them, hey, sit, the thing sits. All right. All right. So here we go. So here we go. So here we go, last. I have to break this news to you. Nobody is going to be clapping for you when you are on that floor hitting those push-ups. Nobody is going to be clapping for you when you are on the pavement running. Nobody is going to be clapping for you when you are in that gym working out, trying to get the six pack or the muscles or whatever. Nobody's gonna be clapping for you when you are trying to read, to educate yourself so you can know more, become aware, and also learn so you can earn more. Nobody is going to Mills. Sound like your yard man, Rasta. You see, nobody is going to be clapping for you there, lass. So that's one thing. There is no approval. Nobody, yeah. So forget the approval. You are on your own. Uh, Not until later on. Yeah, yeah. Thank you very much, Lee. Appreciate it. Like and subscribe, guys. Appreciate y'all for being here. All right. So last, nobody is going to be clapping for you and help you and motivate you. That's not gonna happen. And I know I can see the reason why so many people quit because of that reason. I have those type of feelings too. I remember when I because I post on TikTok, and one guy, he came on there and he commented and he said, no, I think it was Instagram, and he commented and he said, even though hardly anybody is watching your videos, you still show up every single day. And he was like, that is real motivation there. All right. So, like I said, look, I have been at this thing here for 421 days now, last. I haven't seen the approval and anybody clapping for me there. I haven't seen it at all. Yes, I get a little bit of likes here and there, but not to the degree that I would like to see. But what happened? I have to keep on going. I have to keep on pushing. All right. So forget about people clapping for you right now. Especially in the beginning, you're on your own. That's it. It's gonna be you and you only. Maybe if you come across, you got lucky to come across, a person like me, and you guys become friends, and then you guys can start exchanging ideas and so forth, and you know you guys can start to keep track of each other and start liking each other's stuff and pump each other up and fire each other up and that. But for the most part, not a single soul is gonna come there and pat you on the back. That's not gonna happen. Maybe later on down the road, but right now, on your own, that's it. It's just you and the work that you have to do, that's cut out for you. So yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's just it. All right. This is daily grind every single day. No no likes, no thanks, no appreciation, none of that stuff. But you have to keep going despite nobody is showing up to praise you while you are on your journey. Yep. Well, all right then, folks. Don't forget, like and subscribe. The process to live a more smooth life. The whole thing is a game. I figured that out. The whole thing is a game. All of it. All of it. All of it is a game. Earning money, becoming better than how you are, the whole thing is a game. And if you learn how to play the game, all right, no, I don't need to control my mind. I know that's what they said, to control your mind. No, your mind is too hard to control. Don't try to control your mind. Implement the techniques, the strategies which would change your life. Forget about controlling your mind. Build a system. You're gonna be working from the system. I don't know about you, but in the beginning, when I started out this, my mind has so much stuff going on in there. I could hear the chaos, the drama, the trauma, the troubles, all of that stuff. So no. Get away from controlling your mind. You don't need to control your mind. Build a system and work from your system. That's it. All right? Exactly. So, here is something that you can do less, which I think is not easy to do, but we need to do it. You need to get some audios, whatever audios resonates with you, one that you can feel. You can hear it, you can feel it. I want you to play those audios. I want you to listen to those audios over and 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 over. That will help you to change the subconscious. Okay? So, that's what we are talking about. That's what we are working on. All right? Don't control your mind. No, you don't need to. Build your system, because your goal here is to live a more smooth life. You want your life to be more smooth. You want to reduce the hell that's going on in here, which is causing you all types of problems, and you are bringing in more drama into your life, and you are creating more trauma for yourself. You want to you want to eliminate the things that's causing you trauma, because you don't need to be traumatized any more than who you are already. You just wanted to keep that at a minimum, controllable, manageable. All right. Well, folks, this was a good session here tonight. My session with you here tonight, I enjoyed it, and that was good. Last you came to, you asked some good questions, and I wish, I hope this is of benefit to more people as well. So let's go. Um, don't forget, folks, to like and subscribe. Help out your boy to get out there into the YouTube universe, so that way we can reach more people, and also offer a helping hand to other people as well who are looking to live a more smoother life than how they're living right now, to eliminate the chaos, eliminate the drama, the bitterness, the anger, the trauma, all those things which are detrimental to your self improvement, your self development, and your self growth, and those things are preventing you from becoming successful, hinders you, stops you from and holds you back. So this is it: education plus fitness. Merge the two together and become consistent and work on them every single day, and it will change your life. You will be living a better life than the one that you are living now. More peaceful, more joyful, have more friends, less enemies, and you will find better people come into your life. Um, honestly, John, John, honestly, I ate everything. Me personally, John, I ate everything. Here is what I think helps me: running. It burns off all of that. Whatever I eat everything. Whatever you put in front of me, I eat it. It doesn't bother me at all because I know once I ate, let's say I go down to the bar and I decided to consume 4 or 5 slices of pizza, 3 beers. The next day, I know I must hit the pavement. So that way I can burn off all of that, because whatever calories there. Because I know if I don't do that, and then I continue to go down to the bar and I continue to have more pizza and continue to have more beers cooked, next thing you look at me, I become this overweight guy who you don't even want to be around. You know, run, 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 lass. That's it. Start running. Put on your running shoes. I eat a lot too. I eat a lot too. Believe me, John, I consume a lot of food too. Trust me. So I know exactly what you are saying. But because I think because like I do running plus working out. And that damn thing makes me hungry, John. I just get hungry so much when I think, so running plus working out. So yeah. Nice. I did 5 miles today. I did 5 miles yesterday. I did 5 miles today. But I think the thing is, John, I have been running for 409, 421 days. I think that might separate our health, or healthy lifestyle a little bit, because I'm consistent with my running. I run every single day and I work out every single day. So I think that might, that might be the differences between me and you there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I work out 7 days a week. Today is 421 days since I've been working out. So yes, that can make that can make the separation there. Yeah. So this is why I said, consistency is the key. You need to be consistent, and that can help a lot. Yeah, believe me, I I don't know. So yeah, I do. Yes, I'm right, because I'm trying to become more consistent in my lives as well. So I'm trying to come out here every single day. I'm trying to do my lives and try to teach others. Because I'm on a journey right now to share what I have learned over the years, and how other people can use that to their benefit as well and become better than how they are right now. Because you're talking about diet and all that stuff, and I think it doesn't bother me because of my system that I have. I think that's the reason why the diet thing doesn't bother me. Because if I should sit down and don't work out and don't run at all, believe me, I would be a fatty. Trust me. Nothing against fatties. It's just that. So yeah, I. Mm-hmm. Yeah, cause um I believe if you step up the working out a little bit more plus the running, I believe you will start see better results. That's just my belief. The two combined together should actually help you a lot. You say you run what, 4 days a week, John? Because if you are doing 4 days a week, that's pretty decent, I think. Oh, that's interesting because typically all the runners I know, we are just slim, trim, pretty much. All the people I know who run consistently, we just don't carry weight around with us. All the runners I know. So that's interesting. Because I was talking to my friend Tyler today, and he's a runner. The guy is just the guy is just slim, trim. Yeah, so that's interesting. Now you need to, well, yeah, so you really need to get into the gym. You got to get into the gym. Yes. So you need to work out. I think it's not going into muscles. So you gotta start work, so that way whatever you are eating goes into muscles. Yeah, if you do all of that running, you probably should be a lot slimmer. That's just what I'm thinking. But that's interesting. All the runners I know, I know quite a few runners. All of us, we are just slim and trim. Yeah, we are just lean people, most of us. Okay, okay. Now I see. Well, the fast food, the fast food will do it, John. The fast food will do it. Yep, the fast food will do it. I think, okay, you know what? You said something interesting there about the fast foods. I think what helps me a lot, John, no, I don't do energy drink at all. I stay away from energy drink. I stay away from those things. Caffeine, I don't do those things at all. Yeah. So here is something that helps me a lot, John. I think I I cook my own food. I spend the time and I eat mostly rice and chicken. That's what I eat mostly. So that I don't know if that can help you. Yep, you gotta cut it. Yep, I stay away from those things. Energy drink, coffee, caffeine. I am good. I don't want any. I don't want any of those. I'm fine. You know. Mm-hmm. So cut out the energy drink. Uh, Start cooking your own food. This is very important, I believe, in this in this process here, in this journey here. Cook your own food, right? So that's what I would recommend. Yep, that can happen. Sometimes you just fell off. Maybe you met a girl and you start spending more time with her than than you need to, and you don't go to the gym anymore. So yeah. Exactly. So you know what to do. Get back into the gym. Combine with your running. Mm-hmm. Hey, John, whenever I fell off, I start to panic and freak out immediately, and I become so agitated. Anytime, let's say I fell off, let's say I fell off like for a day or a day, one day, I start panicking and I start freaking out and I start becoming irritated and annoyed, because I'm like, no, I need to get back on track. But that terrifies me more than anything else. To get out of shape terrifies me than anything else in this world. Ah. hmm so that might help a lot. So that's what drives me. hmm So there you go. Maybe that can help. And also try to be consistent. Try to be consistent and start hitting the floor. Do some push-ups. You don't have to go down to the gym yet. Hit the floors, do some push-ups. I don't know how many push-ups a day. I kind of slack off today a little bit. I did 140 push-ups today. I slack off a little bit. Typically, I do 300 push-ups. So these things are things that I do. I think because like I said, I eat everything. So I know I have to get That is the best. I live in an apartment and they have a gym there, and I think it's one of the best thing ever. Believe me, it's not just you. Only a few of us use that gym there at the apartment that I live. Only a few of us. You'll be surprised. Most of us, most people in there do not use the gym. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. So I take it seriously. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be going here every damn day, even though I don't like it. I'm like, I'm gonna do it anyways. Sometimes I don't want to go in there. It's not like I want, like, no, but I know this is something that I have to do. It is a lifestyle, okay? And this is the lifestyle I want to live. I want to live a fit lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. A lifestyle that is you know, has you know, the exercise routine, built into my lifestyle. All right. So yeah, and then when I come out here into the real world, I'm a bit more effective. You know. All right. Me, I get hungry early in the morning. And like this morning at 7 o'clock, I was eating chicken and rice at 7 o'clock this morning. Yeah. I recommend chicken and rice. That's what I recommend. You can add some beef sometimes too, but that's what I recommend. It doesn't carry that much fat in it. That's it. That's it. Some broccoli in there, chicken rice, broccoli. Pretty much that's it. Some beans maybe. Yeah. So, yeah. So you cooked it. I mean, you can cook it however you want. Well, yeah, that too. I haven't grilled in a while, and I thought about it because they have a grill on the property, and I don't use that grill at all, and I'm like, that's a shame. I should go grill some chicken sometimes. But yeah, mm-hmm. Buy your little rice cooker, put your rice in there, cook it, grill some chicken, you know, so steam some broccoli, and then you are good to go. I would eat that for a little while. That's what I would eat that for a while and stay away from the old junk for a minute. I will keep away from. Well, I wouldn't cut it out all entirely. But I would do it once in a while. and I wouldn't go for seconds and thirds like I heard you said. Yeah. Um, not a whole lot. I will get that huge bag of leg quarters. I do those a lot. Or I will get the drumsticks. I do those too, and or I will get the pack, the pack of what would you call those? Not the breast, but the dark chicken meat. Well, yeah. Um, so those I do those three. No, not at all. No ground chicken. No, I just do the uh drumsticks, leg quarters, and the darmi. So, sometimes I do chicken breast as well, but not that often. Most, because chicken breast is kind of dry. That's why I stay away from it. Uh, yeah, yeah, and then that plus get back into the gym. Oh, holy cow! I just get the seasoning. Cause I use onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. Uh, those are the seasonings I use, and I will cut up my chicken, and and then season it up, put it in the pan, uh, start in a hot pan with some oil, start cooking it, and then pan. It's not fried. It's more. It would be more like pan cooked, or I don't know how to explain that to you. But you and then I add a little water to it to make sure that because chicken, you have to like cook chicken. Chicken has to be cooked. It's just one of those meat where you can't eat it rare at all. It's gonna make you sick. Yeah. It's not like beef where you can eat it with a little bit of blood in there. The chicken is not. Yeah, you do that. If you eat chicken like that, you are done. uh, so yeah. Well, all right then. This was a nice session with you guys, and you guys kept me here a little longer than I thought I was. So, Ryan here with a new video, new live. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new live. And thank you all for coming out and asking those questions. And I will continue to share whatever I am learning. You are welcome, John. I will continue to share whatever I'm learning. And don't forget, folks, we need to live a peaceful, more smooth life. Hey, Lee, you're still here. I didn't know you're still here. Yeah. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks for hanging in there, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah. So yes, I'm gonna continue to share, what I've learned, and I can help you guys to build the systems, implement them, and make that change and live a more smooth life, a more peaceful life, more joyful, more happier, have more friends, better friends, enjoy having better conversations, and be drama free, and release eliminate the chaos from your life that needs to go. Anger, bitterness, hatred, and so forth, we have to get rid of those. All right. So the system, so I can show you guys over a period of time how you can eliminate a lot of those sins, because that's what those are deadly sins: anger, hatred, bitterness, drama, all of that. They are they are sinful, and they hurt you. I am from Westmoreland, but I grew up in Montego Bay. Kenneth, where you come from, Kenneth? Yeah. You from Denmark? I thought you were Jamaican. What the hell, man? Because you said something earlier on. I thought you Jamaican. What the hell? That's cool, man. You from Denmark? Wow, talking like that. That's crazy, man. I'm gonna have to come to Europe and come check out you Europeans over there. See what you guys doing over there, man. Yeah. All right then. All right. Okay then. All right then. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care. Bye bye. I gotta get out of here now. It's like 9:38 past my bedtime. Talk to you guys soon. Hopefully, looking forward to see you guys come back on here again, and we can have more of these conversations, because these conversations need to be had, and which we're gonna change our lives and make our lives better. And despite what the hell they pump out there into the world to destroy us, we will not let them conquer or defeat us. All right. Bye bye. Take care.